Awkward camera angles. What up? It's Key Das. This is part 3 of the Trinity on everything you need to know about health and nutrition. I just hopped out the shower, so I just put this t-shirt on to dry my hair off, and it's actually dyed in Mimosa hostilis root bark, so it's got DMT in my t-shirt, which is now on my head. Let my hair soak it in, if that's the thing. It's good energy, I'll tell you that. I'm going to start this video off esoteric, and then I'm going to bring it down and ground it for a good finish. Alright, esoteric. A more accurate name for time travel is vibe travel, because the energy of the future is a higher vibration, and we can change our vibrations and we can change our focus whenever we want. Time is all now. Everything is now. There's no truer statement than that. Even Albert Einstein said, time isn't merely an illusion, albeit a persistent one, because past, present, and future are all stacked upon each other. And being able to tune into higher frequencies is like peeping the future. And an example, a really dumbed down example, is like the lifestyle that I live right now. This is going to be normal at some point in the future, many years down the line, but it'll be normal. And people will be like, oh, Key was way ahead of his time. Just like you say, all of, the famous people from the past were way ahead of their time. It's just a higher frequency. So, here's some knowledge to peep from the future. This is actually knowledge that's kept at the top of secret societies. And pretty much everything I'm telling you in the last 2 videos is why secret societies are secret, but no more. Being a human, being alive, gives you the right to be able to download this from source, meaning you can pull this information from thin air. All you have to do is ask for the truth, and it will be given to you. You can get it through me in this video. You can ask for it, search for it, read it in a book, dream it. It'll be given to you if you ask with an open heart. And the information in this video is that Nikola Tesla, he built the Tesla machine, which is a generator that doesn't generate. It pulls electricity out of the atmosphere. And that is actually modeled after, whether or not he did it consciously, is modeled after the human body, the human chakra pillar, chakra system. When you have the chakras open, the energy can circulate up and down the spine freely, and it's perpetual energy. It's the same thing as having a green pH, same thing as having all the minerals in your body, but on a spiritual level as well, having that balance. You're going to be pulling, it's like pulling energy out of the quantum field around you. That's what your aura is, the magnetic field of your heart, just pulling it from around you. Eventually, you realize, I am energy, and that's it. Having that piece of knowledge can dramatically change who you are as a physical being. And that is the eventual goal that you're going to reach, whether or not you understand or think that's what you want, because you're like, I like eating. All of your cravings and desires that have anything to do with what's not now, they go away when you're blissed out. And you just create and enjoy and sing and dance. And it's love. So, that's enough with that. You could Google Nikola Tesla and human chakra system, and you could find some pictures that graph it really well. But I can testify for this myself, because I went months without sleep. Like, it was more like 27 hours of sleep a week that I was like that for 2 months, and eating virtually nothing, just drinking tea. I'll make another video about that maybe sometime. Ask questions if you have questions. I'd love to answer. Back to the grounded nature of this video. I want to talk about physical things. Dr. Sebi died recently, but he created an amazing nutritional guide that shows, after doing decades of studying all of the untouched natural vegetables, fruits, herbs, roots that still exist, that are alkaline and very mineral dense that he suggests you eat. And he actually suggests that you don't eat anything that's not on the list. And you can find this at his website, and I actually will put a link to it in the description for you. I lived off of that for some time, and it's very beneficial. It's going to detox you, and it's going to make sure you have all the minerals that you need. He also creates products by sourcing like heirloom and natural plants and herbs from Africa in virgin soils, grinds them up into a powder, sells those. And I just got some today, and man, the iron oxygen flow to my brain was off the charts, like a flower opening. You don't even realize what you're missing out on, until you get it. So I recommend Viento by him, and I recommend his nutritional guide. Of other physical products, I recommend Arnold Ehret's Mucusless Diet. That's a book, and he just talks about transitioning to the raw vegan diet and eventually to just fruitarian, and a little bit about fasting and how all disease comes from mucus. Another one by him is Rational Fasting. Arnold Ehret, Ehret. Fantastic book. The Bhagavad Gita is another great book. That the Bhagavad Gita as it is, it simplifies the Gita. It has actually the full Gita, but then it translates it into English, and then it has like a purport is what it calls it, which explains it in layman's terms, and it just answers like all of the deeper questions of life if you are into like studying for enlightenment. If you want it simpler, Tokens of a Sound Mind, I wrote this. On the back, conveniently has neuro-linguistic programming affirmations to read every morning that will reprogram you for abundance and bliss. And then it's full of spiritual one-liners just to give you, I don't know, maybe a tuning fork to tune into gratitude and love. This one says, a perfect moment can last a lifetime if you learn to move through fear. That is one of my favorite ones. I wrote everything in here and designed it myself. Then what we've got here is called a bioenergetic stool. It's a bar stool with a foam roller attached to it by bungee cords. And it's got a PVC pipe for a hand rest. What's the point of this? Is you put your shoulder blades right here and right here, and you lean back. You use this just so you don't fall. Once you're leaning though, you put your hands back over your head. Open your mouth and your eyes. Breathe in deep. And you do that for 1 minute to 2 minutes. Your body will start shaking as it breaks up all of the muscular tension, all the neurotic holding patterns in your body. Freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. It's opening up the tight muscles in your chest, so it will help reverse depression. Because if you're closed off like this, you're closing off your thymus, which is where the love is, baby. Open that up. It will fix your posture, too. Get rid of that Donald Duck butt thing, Helps get the right curve in your spine. So I recommend building one of those. It shouldn't cost you more than like $40. And I just got a nice trigger point thing here, so mine cost me $60 altogether. I sleep in a